How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to the Uncivilized Run in Untitled Republic. So, we've really started our beginning of our Jedi training with Killy the Bid. Of course, he's running around still with his blasters, and he's got his friends Zaalbar and Mission, the two people who understand that he is not involved in the Jedi ways in any way, shape, or form. And we're going out into the wilderness to go and complete our side mission. So this is going to be Explore Dantooine Day. So we're going to be hunting down some Mandalorians. We're going to be dealing with a lot of rabid Kath Hounds. We're going to be finding some really interesting side quests. And ultimately we have to go and try and figure out what's causing like the corruption at the heart of the grove. And stop with all these wild dogs from running around ruining everyone's day. So we're going to be exploring. Now, there's a gate over that way, but we're actually going to ignore that one. I like to explore going around this way, but Killy the Bid's going to come through, so we got a lot of wildlife to cut our way through. We also need to look for some caves, but we're going to go through this one by one and play along. But yeah, so see here, lightsaber throw. It's the only force power I've got so far. I'll have to get other force powers, but I won't ever use them. And yeah, so let's get this party started.
I bet.
There we go. If I can get a stun, I easily dispatch them. Okay. So, now I gotta prep, because this has got to get spicy. Alright, time to go to the grove and try and figure out what the heck's going on here. Look at the bodies. Mandalorians, but still. Hello, hello.
I will be your doom!
I think it's super cheap that she gets to do this. Okay. So, gotta pray I can stun. This is gonna be a rough one. I stunned myself! If she wakes up first, I'm a dead man. Okay, try again. Am I perfect? Yes! Yes! No! Why did I stun myself? I'm clearly back here! Come on. Bring her down. Come on! Get her! Oh, good. Okay. I gotta get around behind. Go fetch! You reflected it back at me and I died. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, I've got to figure out how I'm gonna do this because, like, fighting people with lightsabers is totally gonna be a thing, and... Okay, I have my ultimate super cheese strategy, but I want to see if I can avoid using that first. Oh, fetch. Alright. Come on. I got this. This is actually a lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be. Oh, yes. Yes!
You are strong.
Woo!
Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Who are you?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
So you've been corrupting the Kath Hounds?
Yes. Aren't they pretty? My pets. They like the smell of power I exude. They know their master. I harnessed true power when I struck down my master, Quatra. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
You slew your master. And I laugh at your pathetic attempt. That's kind of true. But, so you slew her?
Yes. I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
Well, what would Killy the Bid do? He doesn't believe in the Hoku Jedi powers. She's probably just camping in their favorite spot and the dogs are all upset. She apparently killed somebody. And the council has effectively hired me to take care of her. I was sent by the council to cleanse the taint of the grove.
The council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved?
I wasn't really ordered to kill you.
Thinking of using technicalities to do the deed and ease your conscience? Act or be gone.
Well, I mean, if you insist. You know what? They hired me for a job. I'm gonna do it. If they didn't want me to kill her, they should have clarified.
You overestimate yourself well.
Boom! If you ever play the game, she's actually a very interesting character, but it's Killy the Bid. Oh, Mandalorian melee shield, perfect. That's exactly what I needed for taking care of all these Kath Hounds.
That hurt, I bet.
Holy crap, he took me out in one hit! Zaalbar, I need you. Oh my gosh. Oh! He's way stronger than I thought he would be.
Hurt, I bet.
You'll never get me.
There we go.
You'll never get me.
Woohoo! Okay, vibro double-bladed sword, sweet, and strength amplifier. Wonder how good that's gonna be. So we got the strength gauntlets, and these do too. Perfect. C842.
Thank you for saving me, Master Jedi. I am C842, a personal assistant droid.
Personal assistance droid.
As I said, I am C842, a personal assistant droid. Although in recent months the assistance I render seems to have taken on a disproportionate significance.
Are you Elisa's droid?
Did she send you to find me? Please do not tell her you saw me.
You're running from her?
Yes, but I have my reasons. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me.
Oh.
Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her.
All the time?
You don't want to know.
Oh gosh, probably not.
She is obsessed. She rarely sees other people and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those Kath Hounds.
Wait, are you suicidal or something?
I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people. Please, will you destroy me?
Fine, I'll destroy you and tell her why you did it.
Thank you, kind sir. You have my eternal gratitude.
Bye, sir. Seems all really dramatic for what just happened. I mean, to each their own, but it was obviously not consensual for the droid. That's not cool. That's just, no. Again, non-consensual. What is that? There's a person here. Apprentice, your arrival here is well timed. Who are you? I am Buluk, the Jedi from the Enclave. I was sent by the Jedi Council to investigate a killing that took place a few hours ago. Communication does not pose a problem, as both the suspects and I speak basic and Huttese. I was going to handle the case myself, but now that you are here, this could be an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate how well you've been learning your lessons at the Academy. Though you are not yet a full Jedi, perhaps you could assist me in sorting the truth from the lies. What do you want me to do? Listen to the stories given by the two subjects. I have bought enough information, an information retrieval droid with access to the archive, both of the Jedi Enclave and planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and expertise to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There's a little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account and check the facts of the information droid. Once you have gathered all the evidence you think you need, run through the possible scenario with me. If you are unable to come to a satisfactory resolution, then I will take these men to the Enclave and deal with this myself. According to the accounts of the page participants, three men were out here in the field together earlier before the clouds broke. I find it very odd, for most people would seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds, as it was earlier today, but that's not the most puzzling aspect of the case. The dead man, Caldor Netic, was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. A rifle was found laying near his body with bloodstains on it, and has been sent back to the Enclave for analysis. The two other men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Haddon Guile. He was unharmed. The other was Rickard Lussoff, who was carrying a hunting laser. Both men said they did not do anything, that they came across the body. Both also accused the other. Obviously, there's more to this than we have been told. Is there anything else I should know? There's one last thing. When I arrived, Haddon was holding his side, and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. You would do well to remember this as we progress through the case. If there's anything else you need, I will remain here to question your witnesses. Alright, we got ourselves a murder mystery. Alright, droid.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Voluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Caldor Netic, Rickard Lussoff, and Handon Gold. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What'd you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Kath Hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by Kath Hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
Okay. I'll have more questions
Very
later. Alright. Now, to question the witnesses. Now, I'm going to be honest, I know how this works. I've actually been able to solve this, but I'm going to walk you all through it, and I'm going to be, you know, kind of going in the shoes and kind of discussing the terms and the stuff that stick out. But just keep in mind, I know this like the back of my hand. I know exactly how it all played out. So, first let's talk to Haddon.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Voluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Yes, of course, Mr. Gould.
Really? Well, then I assure you, on my reputation, I had nothing to do with the killing. I will help you with the case as best I can, though. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Caldor lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Alright, so, Haddon says that he was running across the bridge, heard a shot, came over, found the body, which is right here, and he pushed the emergency button. So he called the Enclave.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lussoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Alright, tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Caldor's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Now, here's funny. We've already seen our first, flaky part of the story here, because we were told at the very beginning that it was cloudy, and he said the sun was in his eyes, so he didn't see clearly what he was shooting at.
Is there any other information you need?
More questions
well.
later. So far, the finger's pointing at Rickard, who's lying. Yes, is there something I can help you with the investigation? I want to discuss the murder. Very well, we should start at the beginning. We find the truth behind each puzzle piece, we will no doubt resolve the case. Haddon says he was nearby and heard a shot read over, only to find Calder already dead. He said Rickard came out of the shadows of rocks holding a blaster in his hands. Rickard said he was hunting Iriaz, and once saw the glare of the sun and shot it. It's possible that Rickard may have shot Calder accidentally, and Haddon may have found the body, but that seems a very unlikely explanation. It's more likely that at least one of them is lying. Obviously, one of these men is not telling us, but what does the truth lie? Rickard is lying. Why do you believe that? It was cloudy. There was no sun glare. Yes, well done. It was very cloudy this morning. If it had happened, as Rickard said, the sun would not have been visible at the time of the killing. You seem to have caught Rickard in a bit of a lie. It seems I was correct in assuming you could help me in this case. This lie doesn't prove Rickard is guilty, but I think you've taken the first step in unraveling this mystery. We should proceed to the next point. We need to find a motive for the killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about their relationship with the victim. Is there anything else you need? I'll remain here to question witnesses. So, phase 1 complete. We caught the lie. So now we'll start with Rickard.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
Something else I want to know.
So, what do you want to know?
Why were you out here?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those Kath Hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, and pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Handed standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
Not just yet.
Please. So, what do you want to know?
Why would someone want to kill him?
You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy.
I'll ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Bullock said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. So?
Nothing more.
Right.
So, Rickard's sounding a bit more nervous now. Oh. Let's see.
How can I
Adam,
be of further assistance?
did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I'll ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing would make me want to kill him.
You sound so fidgety.
How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Alright. Nothing more for now.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Cool. Now the droid.
Is there any other information you need?
What can you tell me about Calder and Haddon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7 weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gold. Is there any other information you need?
So Gold had a speeder, and he says he likes to run. So what about Calder and Rickard?
According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
So, Calder, so we know that Haddon, who says he runs and hates speeders, rented a speeder recently. And Rickard had been in a bad business dealing with the guy, giving him a motive. So what'd you find about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours. Is there...
I thought there was something else about it. Nah, guess that's all I need for now. Now, I want to see if I can cross-examine them a bit. Hey, Rickard.
So, what do you want to know?
So, you thought Caldor was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
Well, you can't deny there was bad blood between you.
Right.
Now, you...
How can I be of further assistance?
You knew Caldor better than you like to admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in? Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him.
I
I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be... Of course.
Alright. So, got some more information. Yeah, so there's something I can help you with during this investigation. I want to discuss the murder. We know Rickard lied about the sun blinding him and that he was shooting, but we need more to go on. Let's examine the relationship of each man with the victim. Haddon told me he barely knew the victim. On the other hand, Rickard and the victim were business partners. However, according to Rickard, they got along quite well on the surface. Neither man seems to have a motive for killing Caldor. Well, they're both lying, but between the two, Haddon's lying. He knew his wife was cheating on him. Well, that certainly is a motive for murder. The case is taking shape. However, you mustn't jump to any quick conclusions. Perhaps we should now focus on the murder weapon itself. You might want to see what information the witnesses and the information droid can provide you about the blaster found near the body. Is there anything else you need? I'll remain here with the question of witnesses. So now we've caught them both in a lie. Now, so it's interesting because we've caught Rickard in a flat-out lie, because the way he described events did not transpire at all like he described. We've caught Holden in a lie, Haddon in a lie, because he has a clear motive for wanting to kill. Well, technically, they both have what I would call a motive, but Haddon's got the bigger motive. Now, the droid.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis is that...
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so we know the blood was not that of the victim, though we can't identify clearly whose it is. Both of them seem to be injured. He says he's got a bad leg limp, and he's got blood.
How can I be of further assistance?
He's got a side. What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous Kath Hounds around. Even an Iriaz can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Alright, so he owns the weapon that was found by the body.
Of course.
And you.
So, what do you want to...
What about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Alright, that's all for
Right.
now. Actually,
So, what do you... Well, right.
I want to talk about his injury.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No. How his block off. Normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Medic, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault. I was just out...
Okay.
Of course.
Alright. So, think I've got what I need. So something else I can help you with the investigation. Want to discuss the murder. So, would we determine what the weapon found by the body? The blaster's Haddon's, but he reported it stolen. So the blaster could be linked to anyone. I'm afraid that's not very helpful. Maybe the case is too complicated for you to solve. You've done well. Maybe it's beyond your... Oh, no! Let me get more information on the blaster. Okay. So there's I'm missing something. Wait. Can I check the body?
Is there any other...
Is there a report of Howden's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information?
There we go. Okay.
There.
I forgot to double check with him, so let's go confront him.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon?
That blaster was stolen from my house. I hardly have enough money. Even I would... How...
Okay.
Of course.
So that's the lie. I want to discuss the murder. Blaster's Holden's, he lied about it being stolen. So we've caught Howden in a lie. Interesting. But I think we may not need one final piece of this puzzle. There was a blood sample of the weapon that has been sent back for analysis just before you arrived. Perhaps you could inquire about the information of the droid about it. If there's anything else you need, I'll remain here while we question witnesses. Alright, now we're gonna get to it.
Is there any other
Tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Alright, so...
These play...
Nope, gosh, I clicked the wrong thing.
There.
Now I want to see their injuries.
So... Well, right.
Okay, nothing more for him. Now we come back to you. Zaalbar, out of the way. Gosh darn it.
How can I be of further... Injured? How... Of course.
Is there something else I'm missing?
Is there any other... There.
Okay. I want to discuss the murder. I assume the blood on the weapon belongs to the victim, but I want to be thorough. What have you learned about the blood on the weapon? It didn't belong to the victim. That's surprising. So the blood must belong to one of the suspects, but which one? Well, if I'm going to pick, it's going to be Haddon's blood. Why do you believe that? He's clutching his side. Oh, Haddon has been moving on this entire ride. Perhaps we should examine him a little more closely.
Hey, what are you doing?
There's blood. Haddon appears to have suffered some sort of blast wound to his side. It would seem to be one logical scenario. Haddon killed Calder for having an affair with his wife. Rickard was out hunting and accidentally shot Haddon after he had killed Calder. Nope, they're both guilty. A bold conclusion. One of the people might not arrive at that, but we're not most people. We are Jedi. Still, I would like to know how you came to this conclusion. We know KOTOR is having an affair with Halden's wife, but what possible motive could Rickard have for wanting KOTOR dead? He was also having an affair with Halden's wife. Rickard thought KOTOR was cheating him in business. Yes, well done. Both men had a reason to want KOTOR dead. This is my theory of the morning's events. Both men knew KOTOR would only be out here in the morning. Each plotted to kill him. Halden found him first and shot him because of the affair KOTOR was having with his wife. Shortly after, Rickard arrived on the scene. From a distance, he saw Halden and thought it was KOTOR, so he shot him in retaliation for the credits KOTOR had cheated him out of in their business. Halden would have dropped his blaster, the one found at the scene covered in blood. He probably thought Rickard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping he could convince us it was Rickard.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
That is enough. The culpability of both of you in the murder, and attempted murder, of KOTOR Neddick is evident. Additionally, Rickard Lossoff can be charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder of Halden Gold. I place you both under arrest as a Jedi Order. I will escort you to your holding facilities at the Jedi Enclave. You have done well here. It is obvious you've been studying your lessons carefully. I'll be sure to inform the Jedi Council of your performance in this little test. Good day, and may the Force be with you. There we go. Almost goofed it up, but we managed to pull through. Get a lot of experience points for that, which is good. Like when you follow through all the way to the end, you get like twice as much experience as if you give up or like make a mistake. All right, time to talk to the Jedi. Report on the Grove. Hey, we cleared up that mess you guys left us out there.
You have cleansed the Grove of its dark taint, but at great cost. Juhani was a most promising student, and could one day have been strong in the Force. Do not dismiss what happened to her, however. Juhani was both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the lure of the dark side. Keep this in mind always in the future, and do not forsake the path of the light. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
Yay!
It is most regrettable that Juhani could not be saved. We in the Council had high hopes for her in the future. In every heart, there is some means of redemption. Could you find none in Juhani?
I couldn't see a way to save her.
Perhaps that was the case. It is most regrettable indeed. Heed her example. All are susceptible to the lure of the dark side. We must always remain vigilant against it. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
So you're saying that a full-fledged Jedi went to these ruins, vanished, and you're not sure if is alive or dead. And so now the newly christened Padawan, who just happened to get a wibbly dream about this place, should be sent instead. No way that could go wrong. What happened to the Jedi who went to investigate?
We do not know. That is one of the things you must investigate. We fear the worst. Is there anything else you want to know?
Why doesn't Master Vrook like me?
Master Vrook may seem harsh and critical, but he understands the dangers that lie in your path. He wants you and Bastila to be fully prepared when you finally face Lord Malak. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you.
Okay, so I have to take her now. Can I? No, I have to take her. Dang it. Right, well, if I've got her, she's gonna run around with a lightsaber and be a good distraction. So, who else would I want to have? Honestly, I still want Zaalbar.
I demand justice! The Scoundrel family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Scoundrels if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Scoundrels are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into a son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
Sure. I'll look into it.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Scoundrel estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time, something which carries its own rewards.
Right. Now let's level you up so you're not super useless.
Juhani was a dear companion to me for many years. We spent many nights together alone under the stars. That will never happen again, thanks to you. Curse the Council for sending you, of all people, to speak to her. Could you have done nothing else?
Why didn't you go to her then?
Why? Because the Council believed that my closeness to her might do more harm than good. And yet they send you instead. And look what has happened. The Juhani I knew deserved more than this. She deserved more from the Council and more from you. You did not even try, did you? Did it even occur to you that Juhani might have been saved? That she might be worth saving? I should kill you for what you've done. And yet, I can't, can I? I'm a Jedi, and we are sworn to protect all. Even the likes of you. Get out of my sight. The very thought of the Council and of you makes me ill.
I have a feeling we're gonna see her again. I've never encountered that before. I've always saved her, so I've never seen that conversation. Interesting. Bastila seems to have something on her mind. Alright, what's up, Bastila?
How can I help?
You look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
I still don't understand what this bond of ours is supposed to be.
Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Our relationship? Is this some kind of clumsy come on?
I was referring to the bond we share. The one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this.
I don't know. Oh, guess I touched a nerve there, huh?
Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves, most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Now, are you going to answer my questions?
Oh, you men.
Or would you rather just keep annoying me?
The second one?
I see you intend to be childish about this. I guess I won't get anywhere continuing our discussion right now, will I? I suppose I'll just have to speak to you again later. Hopefully you'll behave a little less like a little boy and a little more like a man.
Cool. Sounds good to me. Alright, Elise, got some news for you. Again, I've never done this route before.
My droid is still missing. I can feel him like a hole in my aching heart.
Let's see. I'm afraid your droid has been destroyed.
My droid? Destroyed? No. No, this cannot be happening. I can't bear to live without him.
Okay. I thought I was going to be able to explain a bit better, but... Alright, guess that's it then? I feel like that's not quite an ending. Oh, well. Alright. So, before we go gallivanting off and throwing ourselves into, like, the underground tomb, despite the fact that I wanted to get it over with so I don't have to have bastila around, let's go do the other side quest. Let's go find the last Mandalorians and, go and solve these family rivalry, and then we'll be able to get out of here.
You've been holding out on us again. Since you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please! Take my wife and children instead. Anything!
Dude, he was gonna turn over his family?
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Wow, how cartoonishly villainous.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. No, stop. I'm not using the force powers.
That hurt, I bet.
Yeah, now I'm getting the sneak attacks in. Yeah, that's right, son. Woohoo! Blaster carbine, Mandalorian datapad. So now I'm guessing that will trigger the like event where like I'll be able to find the leader now, because like all you have to do is you have to go and have like all the encounters, and then eventually like the Mandalorian leader will appear. I can't remember exactly where he appears, but we'll find him. It's not too difficult. Mattel droid.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
On behalf of the Jedi Council was to speak to Alan Mattel.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matali wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
Yes, sir, Mr. Droid.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrels as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Are you so certain Sandrels are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrels arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since. The injustices the Sandrels have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandrel droids trespassing on my land.
Okay, well, what happened to the droids?
My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps. Destruction of my property. Maybe a simple spy mission. I wasn't about to find out. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matali estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandrel clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
I shall go speak to Nurik Sandrel myself.
The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand.
Uh-oh.
I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrels. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
Now you're speaking my language. Make it 2,000 and you have a deal.
2,000? Your greed is outstripped only by your utter lack of any sense of proportion, Jedi.
2,000. Even if you would pay such a fee, what could you possibly need so many credits for?
For that price, I could purchase enough droids to destroy the entire Sandrel estate. 2,000 is out of the question. Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including raising the entire Sandral estate. Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Alright. Well, that could have gone better. Oh, dark side points. Come on, it's called negotiating. And what, 2,000 credits? That's not even enough to buy anything useful at the store. Trust me. Bastila has no idea what money's worth. What would you do, 2,000 credits? You could do so much with 2,000 credits. So much good, so much bad, so much whatever the heck you want.
Take that.
Woohoo! Dead settler. A shiny light armor. Cassius's diary. Ooh, look at me, I'm all grumpy now. The shiny fire armor is way better, that's funny. Alright, Cassius's diary. Let's see what that said. Alright, this is Diary Cassius Sandal, amateur archaeologist. It details his efforts to discover a source of ancient ruins found across the surface of Dantooine. Upon reading it, you gather that he had found some correlation between the ruins and something called the Rock. Okay. So, dead settler. I wonder if that, because it's Sandal, so I wonder if that has something to do with the droids that were sent around here.
Ah, so this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi. I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed, and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
Alright, sounds like a plan, dude.
Yes?
I don't need to talk to you. Yeah, too bad it's healing us. Gosh darn it, I feel dirty. I got him, but I'm gonna die.
Bet.
This is just gonna be a big slog. Alright.
That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet.
There we go. Yes! Got some lightsabers. Yeah. Hey, Bastila. How'd you like that? But it feels good to get those Mandalorians done. So, Mandalorians done. Once we get this done, we have done all the side quests I know of on the planet. We might be able to come back and do more, but as far as I'm aware, that's pretty much it.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I'm coming back with the Jedi Council.
The Council? If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Sandrals are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt.
Even the droids are on it. Okay, I'm not in the league with the Matale, so I must speak to Nurik.
Nurik left orders he was not to be disturbed. but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurek will meet with you there.
Alright, let's go.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
Ask you about the disappearance of Shen Matali. Oh, here on behalf of the... Yeah.
I feel great sorrow at the young Matali heir's disappearance, but they are not the only family to suffer such a tragedy. Dantooine is a dangerous place. My own son, Cassius, has been missing for some time now. But I know nothing about the disappearance of Shen. Perhaps he and Cassius now share a similar fate.
I hope not. Your son Cassius is dead. I've seen his body.
Cassius is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son?
He's a Kath Hounds. No, he's killed by Kath Hounds while exploring Dantooine ruins.
Kath Hounds? I was so certain the Matali family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return.
I mean, it's in my pocket, so here.
I thank you for this.
I don't need that.
The diary
It's
is
a diary
all
of
I
his
have
son.
left
I'll
of
take
my
what he
son.
offered.
We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matali?
Do you know something about Shen's disappearance?
My name is Rahasia. Nurek is my father. He has not been himself since Cassius disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Does this have anything to do with what happened to Shen?
My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
I only want to find Shen Matali.
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Please tell me what has happened.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matali. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassius.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No! Since Cassius went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassius. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Why are you telling me all this?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Why do you care about Shen?
Shen and I, we have been taught by our families to hate each other, just for being related to our fathers. But I met Shen alone one day in the city, away from his father. And Shen was so charming, so sweet. He didn't care at all that I was a scoundrel. He just accepted me for who I was, with no reservations. We talked and met again over months and fell in love. My brother Cassius met him too, and they were beginning to become friends. But then this whole mess had to happen. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Aw, that's so sweet. 1,000 credits, though. I mean, we can return Shen, get the credits, and then, they can patch up their love life or whatever. Sounds like it should work perfectly. Alright, Shenny boy. Oh, fetch! She didn't tell me I'd be under fire the instant I walked in here.
That hurt, I bet.
Right. Might as well rob the place blind while I'm here. I feel like I wouldn't be able to...
That hurt, I bet. No problem. Got it.
Good.
That hurt, I bet.
There.
Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. There are many security droids guard...
I'll go now. Yeah, let me just open your toolbox a bit. Hello. I've come to relieve you of your head. Apparently I leveled up from that, but I'm going to save that since I now know that leveling up can be used to heal. Prison key, handy. Thank you.
What?
So I'm guessing that's the prison.
No problem. Got it.
I'm guessing, and then this is probably his room. I want to see, because if I'm right, I don't know what happens, so I better save just in case.
What? No problem.
Oh, here he is.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
I'm here to rescue you.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
I'll protect you, Shen. Let's go.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassius. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
What if we take Rahasia with us?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a scoundrel doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
Why do your families hate each other so much?
My father thinks the Sandals are thieves and liars who followed him here to Dantooine just to steal what he has earned for himself. My father is an egotist and can be violent at times, but I think he still cares for me. Rahasia's father seems to be falling into the same pattern as mine. They're both too unreasonable to be talked to about the other. I think the only hope Rahasia and I will ever have is if we can escape both of them. Please, find Rahasia and speak to her. Get her to flee this place with me.
Alright, will do. But that means if you're here, there's one other room I have to open first.
No problem. Got it.
Oh, for a med pack. Well, it was an advanced one, so it is worth it. Where did I leave her? Because you're here. Where was she? Was she over this side, maybe? Yeah, here she is.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
I'm trying to rescue Shen, but we won't leave without you.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it, but I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
There she goes. I mean, I already killed all the droids, so it's not like they could actually see her, but sure. We'll just go along with your plan. I've literally cleared this whole place out.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
Yeah, she probably should meet us outside.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Alright, let's see how this resolves.
You're safe.
A big Wookiee hand.
Thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
Shen's father promised me a reward.
What? You're just doing this for the reward?
How could you? I thought you...
I mean, what? Still doing it.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father!
Mr. Sandril!
Nurik! Alan! I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassius from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
You just need to calm down.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that scoundrel harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
Why don't you try listening to your children?
Our children don't know enough of what's good for them to make a reasonable decision.
It's better to let older, wiser heads like ours make the decisions.
Rahasia and I don't want you to make decisions for us. We want to live alone away from you.
You insolent boy! If you want to live alone, then so be it. I disown you. Never set foot in my house again.
Will you go with Shen, Rahasia?
Rahasia, you will not leave with this Matale boy.
I am, Father, and you can't stop me. We're leaving for the Enclave.
You
Get some popcorn.
foolish girl.
Don't be so selfish, Nurik.
You think to make us stand here, then?
You expect us to just let them leave? Droids, stop them!
You will not turn your droids on my daughter. Droids, don't let them take Rahasia.
We appear to be at an impasse, then. And they got away.
It is your fault, Alan. You were always too violent for your own good.
Me? You were the one who rushed out here with war droids.
Shut up!
Do not tell me what to do, Jedi. The Council will hear of the trouble you caused here today. Indeed they shall.
Okay. Well, that wasn't what I expected. It also wasn't what I didn't expect. Alright, so now we've finished that, so we can return to the Ebon Hawk to shortcut ourselves back. And we'll go into the cave and figure out what the big secret is, after I talk about all the fun stuff we've discovered. Oh, it might as well level up, though. Hey, John.
Now those Mandalorians know what it's like to be hunted, but now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop until you've defeated their leader. You must find him and kill him, too.
I fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
Thank you, John.
Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
I'll fetch. Yeah, that was just as much as I was promised to return that guy's son. Sounds good to me. Now let's go investigate these ruins. Into the strange ruins we go. Oh, those doors are sweet. God, where are you guys? He's so slow. Gonna save just so I don't mess this up too badly. Now to venture into these tombs that are right next to the Jedi. No one ever bothered to check. Droid speaking a language you do not understand. What language is that? What are you trying to say? Speaking another language that I don't understand. I still don't understand you.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any language spoken by the slaves of the builders. I recognize this language.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not a slave species, neither are you of the builders. You are like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
So, speaks interesting languages, refers to people as slave races. Sounds like a very promising start. Are you some kind of guardian? I am the Overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while the Monument of the Power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was repurposed to serve should a builder return to search for knowledge of the Starforge. How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of this system's outermost planet around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. My calculations are infallible. What is the Starforge? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of the infinite empire. It is the machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. Could you be a little more specific? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of the infinite empire. It is the machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it be a factory or weapons plant? Because it's a forge?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Who were these builders you keep talking about? The builders are great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creator of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Something must have happened to wipe the builders out. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I've been here ever since the completion of the monument, and all this time no builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. Tell me about Revan and Malak, the ones who came before us. The ones who came before you, the one like you, not a builder but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secret of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock the secret to pay the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo.
No, not
Council
Nemo!
sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Did you kill the Jedi over there? I am not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. This temple's old protections will destroy those who seek knowledge of the Starforge if they deem unworthy. How can I prove myself worthy? You enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them are those who understand the will of the builders can unlock the secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Yep. Alright, now let's go and solve some puzzles. And probably die.
If the droid is correct, then we must complete the tasks in the proving grounds to the east and west before these doors will open.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that that was behind him. Okay. Oh boy.
That hurt, I bet.
He's got a shield. That's not great for me.
That hurt, I bet.
There.
That hurt, I bet.
Alright, shield's down. Alright, so if he's distracted, I wonder if I can get behind him and get a sneak attack.
The Force fights with me!
Cool, bastila. Attempt to slice the computer. Nah, talk to the computer. The computer goes silent, the screen is blank. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. The computer emits a rapid sequence of tones. You hear one of the tones softly echoed by your datapad. Small data receptacle opens in front of the ancient machine. Alright, let's put in the datapad. The computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. The screen goes blank again. Then the more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. Let's talk again. The computer goes silent again, humming softly. It seems to be processing data from your datapad. Your datapad is released from the receptacle. The machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. Alright, death-giving. Well, that'd be desert, volcanic, and barren. Planetary type conductive to death, breaking death seal. That was super easy. Man, it's been a while since I played that game, but it's like, of those planets, which ones are death-filled? Desert, volcanic, and barren, obviously. Alright, well, phase 1's done. Let's go to number 2, poor Nemo. There we go.
That hurt, I bet.
Come on, let me move. Fine, I won't move. I'll just attack with them.
So be it.
I'm glad I brought Zaalbar. He's been very helpful in this fight so far. Boom. Piece of cake. Ancient terminal. Alright, now we know how to do it. So we talk to the computer, go silent, screen goes blank. We insert the datapad. We talk to the computer. Boom. Alright, identify 3 primary life-giving seed world types. Well, that's easy. Oceanic, grass, and arboreal. Which is like jungle, I believe. No, arboreal. That'd just be trees. Okay, and unlock the seal. Cool. Oh, and wreckage here. Sweet. I like how it has compatible parts, even though it's supposedly a 20,000-year-old droid. You're neither slave nor builder. I'll be going, because I guess I've unlocked it, so it should... Yep, there we go. Door. This place is fairly large underneath. Here we go.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
So what is the Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world, and if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan, but there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds will have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Right. Alright, let's go back. We are all done here. Do, do, do. Do, do. Alright, now we go to the Ebon Hawk. Alright, Bastila wants to talk again. Alright, what's up?
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
Your face all scrunched up like a Kinrath pup.
A Kinrath pup? It most certainly is not. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I think about you.
You're so cute when you're embarrassed. I mean, it's true.
That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
You could warn me if I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light.
This is not a joke. The choices you make could affect both our destinies. Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake. Already you exhibit the kind of willfulness, erratic behavior, and lack of compassion that will lead you to corruption. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I don't have that. I don't care. I hire for jobs. I do the work. I just do what I do. Why are you getting so upset?
I'm sorry if I come across as harsh, but I am concerned. For you, for our mission, and for myself as well. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
It works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
That I'll be a risk on the I doubt I'll be a risk to the mission.
No, of course not. Not yet. But there will be challenges ahead that might make it otherwise. I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Cool. Whatever you say, Bastila. I can get rid of you so I don't have to talk to you anymore. Shuffle, shuffle down to the Jedi Council. Ba, 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 ba.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
We found an incomplete star map, mention of something called a star forge.
This news of a star forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a suicide mission. Sounds good. I'm ready to do it.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Oh, good. Others will only slow me down.
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you. For there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. Keep the example of Juhani fresh in your mind. You may need a reminder of the dangers of the path that leads to the dark side.
Great. Bastila again. Anyone else you want to stick me with?
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
Right. Why should I risk my life to stop Malak?
This was already explained to you. Your command of the Force makes you a threat to Malak. Eventually he will destroy you, and all the Jedi, unless you stop him first. You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
And that is where we're going to be ending for today. So, we've accomplished everything on Dantooine. We've done all the side quests. We've done everything that needs to be done. Hunted down Mandalorians. Stopped the Romeo and Juliet thing from being a thing. Did the Jedi mission and found out about the Star Forge. So now, we're going to be launching on our next planet. I've got an idea of where I want to go next. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what planet we should go visit next if you're interested in giving it. But I'll reveal my thoughts at the beginning of next episode. I still want to take your thoughts into consideration, but I think I know flavor-wise what the next choice should be for Killy the Bid, especially with his predisposition towards certain types of Enterprise. So we'll have to see what happens next time. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you especially to the patrons who believe in this content, keep coming back and supporting it directly. But everyone who's watching this video believes in this content, and I appreciate you spending your time here. You guys are all wonderful. I'm grateful to have each and every one of you. It's wonderful to be able to share this with you. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy the adventures of Killy the Bid in the Uncivilized Run of Knights of the Old Republic. And until the next video watching me, I'll see you next. I'll see you there.